Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: people who snooze their morning alarms more than once every single morning. Why not just set a later alarm? BC, there's a time in theory I'd like to get up, and last night's version of me is convinced this time I will definitely get up. This is the one for me. I love to think I'll get up at the first alarm, but I know at this point that I need my safety net of multiple alarms. I do this thing where if I want to wake up at a certain time and miss the alarm, I just accept that I fucked up my day and possibly my future depending on what I had to get up for. Sometimes I have crazy dreams in that 7-minute window. I do too, for some reason they are always memorable unlike normal dreams. I once had a dream I was getting beaten up by Disney executives. Then I found my way to a library, looked up myself on the computer, went to a frat house, destroyed their porch and finally went to a dock to meet with my lawyer who was also a Navy SEAL. Interesting. Very interesting. The illusion of extra sleep is stupidly satisfying. True words. I intentionally set my alarm way earlier than I need to so I get extra sleep. It's insane, but it feels great. Like the way free food tastes better than the same food I pay for. Exactly. It's like when you wake up and realize you still have an hour of sleep before you actually need to get up, except you do it on purpose. You actually lose sleep, but it gives the illusion of the opposite. My GF hates it though. I always set 2 alarms. The first is to jolt me out of a deep sleep. The second is to feel like I'm getting a bit more sleep and it's easier for me to get up on the second alarm. I hate getting out of bed on the first alarm on days I don't want to get up. It's too jarring for me. If it's somewhere I want to go, no problem. Work. I need 2 alarms. This. Sometimes I even set more just so I can ease my way into full consciousness. This is why I have 10 alarms. The multiple alarms bring me out of my coma in stages. I have to wake up at 7:30. I have alarms at 7 o'clock, 7:10, 7:15, 7:20, 7:25, 7:30, and 7:35 lol. Wait, are you me? I like waking up knowing I don't have to get up right away. Yeah, for me I wake up and go on my phone for an hour before I have to actually get up. Who wants to wake up and immediately have to start their day? I absolutely must wake up at least 2 hours before I need to leave the house. I don't care how early I need to leave. If I need to leave at 7, I'm waking up at 5. I just hate rushing around. I get it from my dad. I used to wake up extra early so I could watch Bewitched before school, and peruse the paper, feeling like a grown-up. Now, as an adult, it's so I can get a little bit high and enjoy the morning before getting ready. People who wake up and immediately brush their teeth and leave are so weird to me. Because I like to have a warning bell so I can wake up slowly and enjoy my bed. Same here. I need like 20 minutes of just laying there before I can get up. I actually feel lightheaded and unwell if I get up immediately when my first alarm goes off. Sometimes I'm literally not conscious enough to recognize I need to get up the first couple of times it goes off. It might not be until the 3rd or 4th alarm that I remember I have somewhere to be. I don't mean my bed is warm and I don't want to go to work. I mean more like WTF is that noise, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. ETA, I do now have one of those fancy alarm clocks with a light that gradually gets brighter to wake you up. It helps a lot, but I often find myself instinctively shielding my eyes with my pillows or turning away. Still better than before. The best thing besides this that helps is to set a phone alarm that goes off 3 or 4 minutes after my alarm clock. I realized part of my issue was the amount of time between snoozed alarms was enough for me to completely fall back to sleep, so having shorter snooze times plus the light makes it easier to get up. My brain has been this way my entire life. I have always struggled to get up, even as a baby, to wake up for all of my feeding times. This is just how I am. Sometimes I don't even remember turning off the first alarm or 2. I had to start putting my alarm across the room because I would keep turning it off without actually waking up. Now I have 6 alarms over 2 hours and usually sleep through them all. We really want to get up at the time we set on our alarm, we just can't. I used to be like that. I would set 3 to 5 alarms over a half hour. Then I learn a bit more about sleep and the REM cycle. I recognized that no sleep after the first alarm is actually helping me because it's not enough to complete a single REM cycle. That's when I started to fix it, although it was easy. Then, while in the military, I deployed for 6 months. I had a roommate and we were on different schedules. He worked noon to midnight. I worked 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I got home halfway through his sleep and he got up for work halfway through mine. I would be as quiet as possible. I would change outside of the room and only enter the room when I was ready to lie down. This man-child had 6 alarms spread across an hour. And he only ever go up for the last one, despite someone trying to sleep in the same room. He and I got into yelling arguments about that several times. Now the idea of more than one alarm just pisses me off. I wake on the first one out of spite. This is my husband. I'm a light sleeper. He knows this. But if he wants to get up at 7 a.m. for something important, he'll set his first alarm for like 5 a.m. Knowing that that means I will be up at 5, listening to that fucking alarm go off for 2 more hours. And we both know he's going to sleep till 7:30 anyways. At which point he'll only get up because I've pointed out that even if he were to get directly out of bed and into the car, he'll still be late. That is when he actually gets out of bed. Never mind that's he's woken me, the cats, and the dogs. Everyone in the house has vacated the bedroom and is annoyed with him. But at least he got to spend 2 hours being interrupted by multiple alarms and snoozes. I'm certain it was quality sleep. Edit, wow, this comment took off more than I expected. I just want to say thanks to everyone who responded, positive or negative. It's given me a lot to think about. I have a few ideas going forward thanks to all your help. Rest assured he is fully aware how I feel about his sleeping /waking habits. Nothing I've said here would surprise him one bit. It's something we talk about often as it's a major factor in our marriage and a constant source of grief for us both. But I think I might have some ideas that'll improve the situation for us both, so I have hope again, and it's thanks to all you Redditors. And for those who are seeming to misunderstand, I let the poor man sleep when we haven't both agreed to be up at a specified time to be somewhere. If it's his day off and we're not trying to be somewhere, I just let the man sleep. It seems to be his hobby. Lol. Easing myself into the misery of being awake. My uncle doesn't take naps because he can't face morning twice. We set 2. The first alarm is a snuggle alarm. It gives us 5 minutes of touch and affection before the second one goes off and we have to deal with the outside world. That's not only cute but also the only reasonable thing I heard in this post. That's so cute, MG. We've been blissfully married 9 years. It's fantastic. I have repeatedly turned off a single alarm in my sleep and been late for things. The first alarm doesn't really wake me up. It only pulls me far enough out of sleep to make the noise stop. Then I wake up an hour or 2 or 3 later with no memory of turning the alarm off. I can have 8 alarms and sleep through them all. I physically have to put my phone way across the room to charge at night, so I have to get up to switch it off. If I don't, then I'll just sleep all the way through it. I have no idea how anyone wakes with 1 alarm. I genuinely cannot do that. I will sleep right through it, even switching it off in my sleep. Yeah, I tried that. I got up to shut it off and went back to sleep, only once, and then Sleep Me automatically got up and turned it off every time. Because I'm an idiot. There, are you happy? Same. That's just big morning telling you that you have to be a chipper morning person. I accept you, and I certainly don't think you are an idiot. The guy who snoozes that alarm is a different person than the one who sets it. If I could wake up one day as the guy who set that alarm, my life might actually come together one day. The original alarm is to wake up. The snoozes allow me to stay in the comfy bed a bit longer without truly falling back asleep. I did set a later alarm. Lol this. My pre-alarm alarm, which is shut off right away. Around 4 a.m. Gives me a warning that I can go back to sleep, but this shit is happening, you better get ready. My actual alarm, which goes off at about 6 a.m. This one gets snoozed until I get tired of it. Then my obnoxious post-alarm siren alarm at 7:20 a.m. This is my if you aren't leaving the house right now, you will be late alarm. This is the one that gets me cursing in the morning. Yes, it takes me 3 hours to wake up in the morning. I also play with the times. Sometimes my pre-alarm will go off at 3:49, sometimes at 4:05. Sometimes my snooze is 11 minutes, sometimes it's 8. The only constant is that at 7:20 when my siren goes off, it's time to get up and go. You obviously need a pre-alarm at 2 a.m. and a pre-alarm at midnight. Because then you don't get to experience the joy of lying in for an hour. I straight up negotiate with myself every morning on how much longer I can sleep in and still get to work/class on time. It's like the angel and devil on my shoulder, and it happens for each of my 10 alarms every morning. Sometimes I'm very convincing in my arguments and grant myself an extra 20 minutes. Others I only earn myself 5. My boyfriend is unbelievably tolerant.